Let's talk about loading and unloading ink. Let's get into it. Welcome back, everybody. Now, I know that this may seem like basic stuff, but I feel like I have some tips and techniques that will be able to help you guys out, and gals. Not guys specific, but screen printers. Here we are on press, and I'm setting up a job. I've already loaded some ink into a couple of screens. So this made me think, I'd like to show you guys how I go about loading ink into the screen. Generally, and this is for manual presses, what I like to do is put the screen in between the two palettes, and then I'll set my ink as close as I can to the screen. One of the things I'll do is I'll give the ink a good stir. What that will do is help kind of break down some of the molecules. It just kind of thins it up a little more so it's easier to work with. So that way you're not trying to do that whole process in the screen itself. So I'm going to give this a little bit of a stir. I'm going to hold my container. And if you want to do this, set your ink down. You can grab some from the bucket. Just put it as close as you can, so that way you're not getting any ink onto the palette. So now we have this one loaded up. Let's go ahead and do the next color. Here we are with the quart. This is an opaque ink, so it is very thick. So I'm going to give that a good stir. Again, you can set it over here to the side, or when you're loading ink into the screen, one of the things you can do is you can set it in your screen and then ink the screen up. Now you'll notice that one of the things you want to not do, you don't want to mash it into your image area. Sometimes it might be a little unavoidable, but that will create inconsistencies. So you want to be sure to put it in an area that is not within the image area. Alright, one more color. Just about out of this blue ink. Let me give it a good stir. This is actually an electric blue or a neon blue, maybe even a fluorescent blue. And I'm just going to put it down at the bottom of my screen, out of the image area as much as possible. You can see that I put some on top of the image area, but what I'm doing is I'm pressing down over here just below it. Even though it's spreading over the top, it's not that big of a deal. You just don't want to press it down into your image area. Now that we're all finished with this job, what I'm going to do is get rid of the excess ink on my spatula here, and then I'm just going to gently scoop up the remaining ink. I'm going to take my squeegee. I'm going to do the same thing. Just taking the edge of the squeegee, or excuse me, the spatula, scraping it off of the squeegee. And I'm just going to put that back in the container, setting it as close as I can to the screen. And you can hold it over the screen here. If you happen to have a rear clamp type of head like we do on our press here, you want to be careful not to push too hard here down at the back, otherwise you can tear your screen. So we just want to make sure to get up as much of the ink as possible, so that way you're not wasting that much and you'll use less ink wash in the process. So you're using less ink wash as well. And we're good to go. I'm going to leave my head down, undo the little clamp knobs that release the bar here, and I'm just going to pull it up so that way my head doesn't just pop up. If you happen to get a little ink on the pallet like I did here, instead of wiping it up like I did in this situation. Sometimes it kind of escapes my mind that a better way to do this is to run it under the flash dryer. Let it cure under the flash dryer a little bit. Now that it's cured under the flash dryer, what we can do is we can just peel it right up, toss it in the garbage. Thanks for tuning in, I really appreciate it. Hit the subscribe button below, click the bell icons, that way you get notifications next time we post our next video. If you're in the market for screen printing supplies or equipment, use our promo code Mikey Designs at catspitscreenprintsupply.com. You'll get $5 off your purchase. Until next time guys, we will see you later.